Waktu itu gue sempat kayak masuk grup chat Popular Kids.
Gue kebayangnya tuh kayak yang ini apa? Fansinya Izzy Azalea gitu yang kayak Izzy Azalea.
Hai Sobat Celup. Tahu gue mau ngomong apa? Welcome back. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Clara.
I'm Katie.
I'm Shanika.
I'm Cepi.
And today kita ada special guest, of course, yang baru opening tadi, her first time here. Jadi hari ini kita mau discuss tentang anak yang sekolah di Amerika langsung nih. Dari kemarin kita kayak bahas inter-inter.
Apa sih yang bedanya sekolah di sini sama yang sekolah di luar gitu kan? Kayak lebih seru tuh. Sebelum kita lanjut itu kita minum dulu kali ya. Ini gue ada minuman dari Batavia. It's a thing.
Wow. Cheers.
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 Is this quickie?
It's easier to swallow.
Nah,
Yeah, agreed.
dan menurut lo tebak deh kira-kira dengan packaging seperti ini rasanya kayak tadi berapa harganya?
Minimal 800 sih. Cause that's a big bottle.
Ini harganya only cuma 300.
Hah? 300 segede gitu?
300.000 rupiah.
Damn.
Yang gue kaget adalah whisky level itu dia punya aftertaste karena itu jarang sih.
Yeah, it's definitely worth the price, anjir.
And it looks
Segede gitu.
bougie.
Iya.
Yeah, you're right. Packaging.
Classy gitu.
Like it looks like international whiskey.
Yeah.
Packagingnya
Yes.
kayak gitu emang.
Oke lah. Lagi.
By the way, guys, I have mine mixed with juice because I'm a little bitch and I don't wanna drink it alone.
Untuk orang yang penasaran langsung cek aja, gue taruh linknya, cek di deskripsi ya, dan gue bakal pin komen biar kalian nggak ketinggalan. Gue penasaran sih gimana ceritanya. Lu pernah tinggal di Indonesia dong berarti? Bukan lahir di sana ya?
Enggak, gue lahir di sini.
Lahir di sini.
Gue pindah itu kenaikan kelas 9, jadi itu gue umur 13 tahun gue pindah. Gue pindah ke Louisiana.
Louisiana. Oke. Itu berapa tahun di sana?
Gue tinggal di sana itu dari gue kelas 9 sampai gue lulus SMA, so 4 years.
Tahun di US itu berapa tahun di sana?
Kalau misalnya di US itu SMP, kalau nggak salah mulainya itu kelas 6 nyampe kelas 8. Terus SMA mulainya itu kelas 9. Freshman tuh kelas 9.
Jadi
Yes.
bukan 10, 11, 12 dong. Kan
Nah.
kalau di sini kan 10, 11, 12.
Makanya gue tuh pindah ke sana pas kenaikan kelas 9 because I could start high school over there
Oke.
gitu.
And they don't call it 9, 10, 11.
No, they call it freshman, sophomore, junior, and senior. Gitu.
Lu waktu pindah ke sana berarti itu kan unexpected dan cepat banget dong.
It was pretty exciting for me, especially kayak I was a cheerleader and everything when I first moved.
That's why you are cool in US is the school is cool because you are the cool kid.
Was going to the US there like everything your SMP ngeliat American movies like dreamed of, like was it like Riverdale yang kayak
Honestly ya, gue pernah sekolah di 2 sekolah di sana. Yang satu itu yang sekolah kecil dan yang satu lagi itu like a big city gitu.
Dulunya gratis.
Iya, kalau misalnya di US public school itu semuanya gratis kecuali seragam ya. I think even when I went to the bigger school, that was like a lot more like what I saw on TV. Soalnya pas gue ke sekolah kecil itu, my class, satu kelas doang itu isinya murid cuma 21 orang. Jadi you couldn't really have cliques and gangs, so everyone was friends, kayak semua orang berbaur gitu. When I moved to the big school, I was like, whoa, because it was so drastically different from this little country town. Terus habis itu kayak gue ngeliat sekolah besar, and that's like, itu benar-benar yang kayak gue ngeliat di TV-TV gitu. There were like cliques and racism and bullying and school fights, scandals, like teachers caught having sex with the students, and
Ouch.
students caught doing shit under the stairs at school, drug dogs being taken to the schools, and the school getting searched and everything because like murid-murid kedengaran ada yang bawa or something like that. Like, this shit was crazy, you know, versus when it was at my smaller school, it was more like anteng sih. And
Anteng.
the bad thing about being in a small school gimana ya, kalau misalnya ada drama or anything, misalnya ada kayak misalnya somebody thinks she's pregnant or something, literally before the end of the class, satu sekolah udah tahu, nyampe guru-guru juga udah tahu, because it was a small school, so like
kayak cuma 21 orang gitu
talk.
kan.
Sedangkan
Angkatan. 21
per
Iya.
kelas kan?
Per kelas.
Angkatan
21 orang, satu angkatan.
satu angkatan, the whole class was 21 kids yang
One class,
sekolah
one
kecil, yang
angkatan
sekolah kecil.
gitu.
Versus sekolah gue yang besar yang di sana. Sekolah gue yang besar di sana, it was like 300 students, 400 students in only satu angkatan doang. Lunchnya aja nyampe harus dipisah jadi dua because there was so many students. Jadi kayak people have first lunch and second lunch gitu loh.
Tapi lu untuk di cheerleader-nya tuh di sekolah yang gede dong?
Di sekolah yang kecil.
Jadi jangan mikirin cheerleader.
Dia mikirin dia imajinasi sekarang Pak.
Iya aja yang
Enggak, gini. Lo kebayang nggak kalau lu jadi cheerleader sekolah kecil? Oke, tim cheerleader 5 terus angkatan cuma 21, siapa yang main?
Ya tapi kayak
Oh iya, bener-bener.
kalau misalnya cheerleader itu kan ini apa bisa dari all of high school. Jadi kayak
Iya.
gue
Oh.
cheeringnya tuh sama anak kelas 9, anak kelas 12.
Oke, berapa orang sih satu tim gitu? Kayak 20 orang habis.
There
tuh.
was like I think there was like what 10 maybe 9
Oke.
people gitu.
Tadi I had a question ya. Tadi kan you said kalau racism itu it's like an issue in the big school. Did you ever experience it as
Yeah.
a person
Yeah.
of mixed race?
See personally ya, I was never actually hated for it. Soalnya kayak they kind of actually fetishize me. Sorry. Oh, I heard Asian girls are so freaky and you know like they're my type. And I was like, bro, shut the fuck up.
Are you
Gitu.
saying yellow fever?
Anjing. Terus one of these guys were like, oh my gosh, I just have a thing for Asian girls so much. Like, are you gonna cook me some fried rice when I come over? Like, bitch, can you anjing?
Can you eat that
Pak,
sausage
gue pikir
so much?
anak-anak S tuh pick up line-nya jago ya, ternyata goblok juga.
Oh, anjir. Yeah, no, I never really got hated on for it, but like my friends would make fun of me, and I never took it to heart, obviously, because I know it was out of love. Kayak
Make
kalian
fun
tahu kan?
gimana?
Kayak, hey Ling Ling, did you cook any cat last night? Gitu aja. Did you cook any
We're
dog last
Southeast
night?
Asian.
Jadi Asia itu basically just one big country to them ya.
Dude, oh my god, this is
China
fucking.
or
Do they know what Indonesia is, or do they think like Indonesia is like China?
Listen. Yeah, they do. Most of them do think like Indonesia is like China, Korea, Japan, sama kayak gitu. I asked one of my friends. I was like, "Dude, have you heard of Indonesia?" And she was like, "No." And I was like, "Have you heard of Bali?" And she's like, yeah.
Oh,
Bali. It's like, I got paradise.
Meditation, the beach.
Tapi emang sebenarnya kayak kalau dari Indo pun ngeliat bule ya, bule dari Jerman, bule dari
Semuanya pasti
Swiss
bule.
atau bule dari semua
Are you,
bule gitu.
are you American?
kayak
Are you from America?
When you're in America, do they see you as mixed or full Asian or what?
Even though they know that I'm mixed ya, mereka ngeliat gue lebih kayak gue tuh Asian gitu. It's funny to me soalnya gue di sana considered kayak Asian banget, tapi gue di sini considered bule.
Yeah.
You know?
Nah, iya.
Ya.
Jadi lo kayak ada di tengah-tengah gitu kan.
Nggak pernah
Level
15
average gitu.
Iya.
Jadi kayak I don't know, it's funny man. Waktu itu gue sempat kayak masuk grup chat popular kids di sekolah yang besar itu kan.
Oh my God,
Terus
mean
habis
girls
itu-
moment.
Iya, terus habis itu gue kayak oh, this is actually kind of lame because apa ya mereka praise and mereka put on this display and this portrayal kalau misalnya mereka tuh kayak asik banget party girls gini and it was just like I don't wanna be in this. Gue akhirnya kayak cabut.
Gue kebayangnya tuh kayak yang ini apa fansinya Izzy Azalea gitu yang kayak harusnya apa? Iggy. Jiwai. Izzy Azalea. Kayak so fancy. Yang kayak jalannya tuh harus kayak semua harus membuka gitu harus kayak.
Can you imagine if like your high school bullies like what is this Asian man saying about our culture? Are they also the type to put like Bible verses?
Yes.
That exists internationally.
Gila ya, gue pikir cuma di sini doang.
No.
Bullying international.
Oh yeah, by the way, back to the racism. Waktu itu pernah nih ada boomer gitu, kakek-kakek yang guru. Nah terus one of my exes was going to school over there. Terus kan he's black, and I don't remember what he said. He didn't really say something too bad, but I think he was being loud. And this teacher called him the N-word with the hard ER, and he didn't even get fired. Like,
Did any of you have proof that he said that?
no, but
But
like.
they should need proof. Like,
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, of
ada-
course.
ada
Kalau
whole-
misalnya
the whole class.
Here's it, like gitu. But then again, I also went to school in Louisiana, so racism is kinda gimana ya, udah di darah dalam itu di sana.
Kalau misalkan di sekolah Indo kan mungkin yang bikin lo keren tuh misalkan jago olahraga mungkin basket atau futsal. Kalau di sana apa?
The same thing sih. Kalau misalnya lo D1 athlete gitu, kalau di sekolah ya, itu you're seen as ya keren gitu. Soalnya kalau misalnya lo jago kayak football kalau di sana tuh yang ini ya.
Iya.
Kalau misalnya apa sih bola itu soccer.
Oh, soccer.
Yeah, if you were good at basketball or football or anything, lo considered cool over there di sekolah juga. Tapi kayak if you were smart, you were also considered cool. Kayak kalau misalnya lo apa sih rankingan kan di sana juga ada.
Kalau lo YouTuber keren nggak?
Cepi langsung pindah.
Cebi pindah perspektif ke negara lain. If I cannot
Market
get,
gua aja kurang pas di sini.
maybe if I cannot get Indonesian girls, hey America.
Klar, gue mau nanya sih, kan gue ngeliat di film-film gitu ya, itu kayak ya
Euphoria, Riverdale.
Euforianya tuh yang bener-bener yang kayak gitu kan, banyak gitu di sana kan kalau di film-film ya. Apakah kenyataannya realnya seperti itu?
Disclaimer guys, anjing lo. Disclaimer, gue ini bukan ngomong dari experience gue sendiri, ini cuma dari yang gue lihat-lihat dari teman-teman gue doang. Kalau misalnya di sana itu di sekolah itu kan kayak lo dites urin kalau misalnya lo atlet. Nggak semua atlet, cuman setiap tahun tuh ada kayak apa sih surprise test, so they choose random people gitu.
Kalau Indonesia bahasanya razia ya.
Iya, either yang mereka suspect atau enggak yang kayak just random people sometimes.
Oke.
Nah, terus di sana tuh kalau misalnya lo positif kencingnya, lo itu nggak di DO atau ditangkap atau apa, lo cuma dikeluarin dari tim atlet doang. And every party you go to, there's always the line in the bathroom for people who's gonna do coke and some shit
They
like
just
that.
like have it out.
Yeah, and like when you go to parties, they just like pass around blunts and all this stuff. Jadi kayak gimana ya? But then again, weed over there is medically and recreationally legalized, so they view it as alcohol. Di sana dulu sebelum ganja dilegalin rekreasi dan medis itu, dokter-dokter itu ngedorongnya boti, pills, dan a lot of people kayak obviously got arrested for doing that hardcore shit. Tapi the pills that these doctors were distributing and pushing out to sell to children was literally meth inside of a fucking pill. Kayak gimana ya, obat ADHD aja gitu. Itu benar-benar isinya methamphetamine, and it was just scary to think that all these kids had access to it so easily.
Easy banget kayak itu.
My age, orang teman gue aja tahun ini ada yang meninggal gara-gara overdosis kok.
Nah kalau misalkan tadi gue dengar kan ada cerita juga yang lu sama kayak ngomong ada yang dengan gurunya, with the teacher.
Can we talk
Oh my gosh,
about
let me tell you guys a crazy ass story.
Ah.
Jadi kalian tahu kan yang gue bilang, gue tuh pernah sekolah di sekolah kecil di sana dan di sekolah besar ya. Jadi waktu itu gue tuh punya teman dari sekolah yang besar ini, and she was like satu kelas di bawah gue. Dia itu deket, sempat ada skandal sama guru gue di sekolah kecil gue. Jadi gini loh. This student from my big school was fucking my teacher from my small school, and I was friends. Okay, they were lesbians.
Oh, a female teacher.
A female teacher.
A female teacher and a female student. A female teacher and a female student.
Sounds
Tapi kayak, my fantasy girl on girl teacher student
I
dynamic.
have her Instagram.
Yang lebih creepy. You wanna have a three-way with me?
Bitch, siapa? Three-way lo aja two-way.
They really kept it on the low, and the only reason I knew for such a long time was because gue itu temenan sama anaknya si guru ini. Jadi kayak anaknya si guru ini itu sekolah di sekolah yang besar juga. Nah, dan gue at the time gue lagi sekolah di sekolah yang besar juga, tapi kita itu masih tinggal di kota kecil. Nah, jadi kayak imagine your best friend starts fucking your mom.
Kalau your dad nggak apa-apa.
Terus gue kayak, damn, cause I was like, she's a teacher, you know. Jadi itu tuh di sana tuh kayak dilihatnya tuh kayak,
Wait, you guys?
Apalagi she's a minor. Like
Yeah,
that's
makanya.
she was younger than me. She was 15, and this teacher benar-benar guru sekolah. She was like
Senyumnya nggak usah gitu juga.
Kalau Cepi reaksinya udah shit, baru kayak okay, that's really fucked up.
Akhirnya mereka tuh ketahuan gara-gara this girl tiba-tiba ngomong kayak, oh my dad's abusing me and all this stuff at home, like you need to pick me up, and she was lying. Jadi kayak this teacher bawa si murid ini kabur, terus kayak diumpetin ini, muridnya tuh diumpetin
di rumahnya,
in her house, yeah, but she was hiding her. And kayak that's a whole case, man. Like first you're fucking a student, second you're literally a kindergarten teacher, and third kayak you ngumpetin dia, yeah, you kidnapped her. Jadi kayak she ended up going to prison. Yeah, she ended up, yeah.
Mumpung ini mid section, ini mau tolong yuk.
Bisa kelihatan siapa pemabuk.
Semuanya bilang op ya.
Wah, dikit banget sih.
Ya, lu nggak lihat di belakang kamera minum gua banyak.
Oh, vodka terus.
Lihat nih guys, improvisasi.
Wah, koktail.
Oke, kita harus undang dia bikin koktail ya.
Iya ya.
Oh, untuk quickie bisa tuh.
Mom, if you see this, it's apple juice. Susah banget mau berdiri doang anjing.
I was wondering, since like in Indonesia, I knew a friend from another school. She had her sex tape leaked, and that got her dikeluarin di DO.
Yeah.
So like the school cares like that much. Soalnya lo ngebawa nama mereka kan.
That's really fucked up. Number one. Soalnya gini, kayak pas gue sekolah di luar itu, if any of the students ever got into cases like that, misalnya kayak gue ada yang nyebar nudes gue di misalnya ya ada yang nyebar nudes gue di sana, terus itu gue gimana ya, if I told the school about it and I was like freaking out, they would send me home gitu. They would just send me home and be like, okay, you need to talk to your father so y'all can discuss it with the police. And you know, they're really supportive about stuff like that over there because you're a minor. Kayak lo itu masih di bawah umur, jadi the school is gonna protect you. You know, over here di Jakarta mereka tuh jauh lebih meduliin reputasi sekolah.
Jaga nama.
Sedangkan di sana tuh kayak dilihatnya kayak gini. Kalau misalnya lo kena kasus kayak gitu, lo di bawah umur, jadi tuh kayak it's really illegal. So instead of the school just like pushing you out and just saying like, oh, deal with it yourself, they're gonna support you and be with you. They're not gonna expel you for that. Tapi kayak gini, waktu itu pernah ada kasus, salah satu kakak kelas gue itu nge-share sex tape sih, tapi kayak ada video. This guy walked in on this freshman and the senior having sex. Nah, and this guy yang kakak kelasnya ini, yang cowok itu, dia lagi mabok. Terus habis itu dia nge-share videonya itu ke grup chat kelas. Dan ini ceweknya tuh masih perawan at the time, and it was her first time, and the video got shared. Tapi akhirnya apa? Yang di DO itu si cowoknya, terus cowoknya juga masuk penjara.
Oh my god.
That's what I wanted to ask.
Finally.
Kalau in America mungkin cowoknya malah siapa yang sebarin nudes or whatever it is, mereka yang di drop out. Kalau di sini ya victimnya disalahin guys.
That's so fucked up.
Ceweknya
disalahin. Man, when it comes to shit like that, they don't play with it, you know, because that's child pornography. And over there, it's very normalized. Like they know that it's common, and it's not like teenagers don't have sex. Kayak even over here, they do.
Di sini ditabuin banget.
Yeah.
We're like in denial.
That's another thing. So like in terms of sex education, how, like, I'm pretty sure in America they have a lot of that, right?
Is it not necessarily a lot? Tapi gini ya, waktu itu I think there was only one time where they had semacam kayak acara sekolah tentang ngajarin sex education gitu, sama like why it's so important to use protection and all this stuff.
Is it true that they hand out like condoms, let's say, in school?
It is in a lot of schools, tapi in my schools personally they didn't do that gitu.
Nah, kalau di Indo, I feel like it's more abstinence based, right?
Kayak lebih kayak no sex. Kayak this is sex ed, tapi tujuannya no sex.
In the US, people are realistic. Logisnya gini, anak murid, apalagi it doesn't matter where. Kalau misalnya lo dilarang, lo malah makin mau gitu. Instead of telling them that it's like, oh nggak boleh, itu dosa gini. Mereka lebih kayak ke ya udah yang penting pakai kondom, terus kayak kalian use protection and face the consequences kalau misalnya kenapa-kenapa.
Also
gitu.
get tested juga ya.
Get tested juga, because it's not just pregnancy scares, tapi kayak di sana it's also like sexually transmitted diseases. Gitu, you know?
I think there's a major difference between ya sekolah di luar negeri sama sekolah di Indonesia when it comes to sex ed.
Yeah.
Kalau di luar negeri mereka ada teachings about consent. Kalau di Indonesia, that's not part of the curriculum.
Alright, since we discussed a lot about your school in the US, how is it compared to di sini? Kayak sekolah di Indonesia. Menurut lo perbandingannya gimana nih?
It's definitely drastically different. Gimana ya? Gue start dari mana? Anjir banyak banget soalnya yang beda. Waktu itu gue inget gue punya dulu guru agama di sini, guru agama dan guru PKN gitu. Dan he was also like super strict and all this stuff. Terus kayak lo tau kan kalau misalnya di luar itu orang benar-benar gak diizinin kayak having contact with their teachers outside of school. Tapi sedangkan di sini tuh kayak it's kind of normal. Kayak kalau misalnya buat follow-followan sama guru lo atau whatever gitu. Nah terus habis itu kayak dulu kan kalau misalnya di Instagram itu ada setting yang kayak lu tuh bisa nge-like, lu bisa ngeliat orang-orang tuh yang lu follow nge-like apa. Nah, guru agama ini waktu itu ketahuan nge-like-likein konten bokep dan kayak dia tuh satu-satunya guru yang kayak selalu gimana ya? He was just an asshole, you know. So he was just mean to kids and all this stuff. Terus so strict gitu, tapi he was liking pictures of like naked girls.
Rata gitu.
Ya tapi juga pernah kejadian tuh. Guru
gue juga like rata.
Pernah ada kasus yang nyokap gue itu dipanggil ke sekolah pas gue masih SMP di Indonesia ya.
Kenapa?
Gara-gara gue itu nge-post foto di Instagram yang gue itu foto sama cowok rame-rame dan gue cuma cewek sendiri di foto itu. Jadi nyokap gue nyampe dipanggil gara-gara itu. Nyokap gue ngomong kayak gini, tapi kamu tahu nggak itu cowok-cowok yang di foto itu siapa? Cowok-cowok yang di foto itu saudara gue semua. Lu tau gak sih guru gue semalu apaan? Itu bener-bener itu lagi lebaran.
Tapi
ketika lu udah ngalamin di luar dan di Indonesia, lu lebih pilih di mana sekolahnya?
Kalau misalnya tentang semuanya gue lebih suka di luar sih, because they're a lot more open-minded sama flexible.
Berarti lebih kayak karena the society ya?
Yeah, simply because of like the legal system and everything, you know, because of how they treat their students like they're actual humans and kids, you know.
Cuma kalau lu untuk hidup ataupun lu stay, lu pilih di mana?
Jakarta lifestyle, baby.
Jadi lu lebih pilih Indonesia?
Iyalah, I mean, I moved back here for a fucking reason.
So you had the choice to stay there or here?
Oh yeah, and I told my dad, I was like, fuck this, I'm leaving.
Gimana, Katie tadi menurut lu lebih pilih Indo atau di luar?
Kalau gue both ada plus minus. I can't choose one. Gue orang Padang, you know, the culture is there, bro. Gue kayak
the best food as well.
Enggak cuma food, tapi budayanya itu kental banget kalau di Indo gitu. That's something yang di luar negeri they don't really have. On the other hand, di luar negeri, it gives more financial opportunities di luar negeri. That's why I can be swayed to one side. Tapi in terms of friendships, gue malah lebih suka kayak lingkungan gue di Indo sih daripada di luar negeri itu aja.
Ya sama-sama gue juga, because one, I don't know if it has something to do with the language ya, because I just noticed that Indonesians are a lot more funnier. Kalau kita bercanda tuh baru-baru banget, jadi kayak it's so fucking funny gitu.
Our bad words are also better, like what's more fun to say?
Lebih kayak satisfying-nya gitu buat ngomongin kocak anjing.
Yeah, like lebih enak mana kayak you're a dick or kontol lo. Like
greget aja gitu, greget.
One last shot tadi ya?
Gak jelas sama one last shot ya.
Ada fine ya.
Wait.
Gue boleh ikutin gak closingnya? Ikut.
Boleh lah.
Oke, gue boleh ikutin gak closing?
Capek.
Let's go.
Okay, everybody say one. Okay, cheers bitches.
Cheers.
Batavia.
Bottoms up.
Okay, thank you guys for watching and see you on the next video.
Thank you. Bye.